It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon.
And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Dak on the option left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 40 now on second down. Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
Room here to run. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. First and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 21. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Off play action. Pickett. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Pickett.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not...
Touchdown! Najee Harris from 6 yards away. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Pickett will try to throw for this.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific in Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Pickett back to throw. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. To the air on first down with Pickett. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pickett going to bootleg it. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Pickett now on first down. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Gallup now on the end around. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the second time they've had a failed two-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Again, it's Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
Touchdown!
Pat Freiermuth
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Steelers have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 Don't talk in this double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started.
And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Lets it fly for Thielen.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Pickett.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They run for it with Harris, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Off the play fake, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
First down, here's Cousins.
Man is Osborne. He's got him. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Cousins to throw it. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Cousins again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down, field goal try coming. So Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
The kick by Joseph is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Cook following the penalty. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. To throw, Cousins.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Play action now. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be stopped up as he could only muster a yard. So 4th down coming up on the other side as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Joseph's got it. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
To have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 34 yards. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. And that is incomplete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now a first down carry for Harris, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 39, Pickett. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Give to Cook out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following, and it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook up the gut. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Cousins. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Let's go.
Cousins on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Again, it's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Cousins to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge...
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this defense has broken it open as they...
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the ops and I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my class, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
my boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit.